What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're stopping for the first time, feel free to get down there and click subscribe. Today, it is December, and for some reason, it's 55 degrees out. It's a beautiful, beautiful day, so you know what that means. Your hands won't get cold if they're in a wash bucket. So what we're gonna do, yes, wash the truck, but it's gonna be our first wash with a foam cannon and a microfiber in a long time. So we're gonna get her washed up and get this video started. Look at that drip. See, guys, lost findings of the roof. There's a pile of bird crap up here I gotta get off. Alright guys, this is important. I was washing my truck, and in the comments below I need a number to a plumber. Man, it's dripping. Oh my goodness, look at that shine. It looks so good. The wheels are actually clean for the first time. Look at that ceramic coating doing its job. Oh, wheels are clean. Paint is actually no haze. Full gloss clean. Look at that, it's like a mirror, but green. My biggest thing is the hood, because there's always a haze of stuff that just lands on it. Oh, that looks sharp. The grill looks awesome, as always. If you guys are wondering, yes, still my same foam cannon from that video over a year, and then probably 2 years ago. Jack's Wax Ceramic Shampoo, or McGuire's Ultimate Wash and Wax. I also have the Jack's Wax Ceramic Detailer, and not that I need it today, but I got this McGuire's wheel cleaner as well, and just a standard bucket and a thing, because my mop is still broken, and I still need to pick a new one up. And we gotta get that after wash pic here for Instagram, and this is how it goes down, literally. This actually might be my Instagram pic. Screenshot of the picture of me taking the picture. That's hot. Alright guys, we got the truck on the lift here. It's about that time. We are rotating. We're rotating the tires on this guy today. Keep them rolling smooth. Keep them keep the life in these guys as much as I can, because they're not cheap. Definitely not cheap. And while we're at it, we're gonna flip these tires on the wheel themselves, because you see how it says Toyo MT here. And let's get a better shot here. This side is raised and this side isn't. So we're gonna put the raised side out. This looks like a gigantic paint chip ready to happen, so we're gonna remove you, sir, and chips the camera lens instead. That's fine, because it looks more aggressive that way, and I didn't really pay attention to it when I mounted these over the summer. So we're gonna flip them today, so it looks more aggressive, and it just looks better. And we're gonna rotate them, so obviously keep the wear even, keep everything. Just keep everything in line. So this is how the rotation is going to go. This tire back here, that tire back here, and then these two are going up. A lot of people rotate tires different ways. That's the way I'm going to rotate it. Whether way you learned, if you have a Jeep, everything's different. But that's the way we're rotating. Fronts are going to cross and backs to the front. Pretty much here we're just taking these valve stems, the cores out, so we can deflate the tire, so we can dismount it. But it's just done with one of these tools. Universal, come in here and twist the core out, Oh, dropped the cap, but I want to show you the core if you guys don't know that. That is the valve in your valve stem that allows air in and out for that matter. But you just remove that and all the air comes right out. And just like that, it is flipped. The flat side is on the back side of the wheel, and the raised side is on the face side of that one. Just go fill it up right there. And then after this, after we flip the tires, obviously because you're flipping the tire on the wheel, you're gonna need to rebalance them. If you guys wanna know a little secret here, the reason why there's already one tire on the truck is because when I mounted them 6 months ago, I actually left this one, which was my driver's one. It had the raised sidewall out the whole time, and nobody ever noticed it. Nobody ever noticed it except me. But the other 3 tires themselves did not have the raised lettering out. So I'm finally getting around to flip it, and that's what we're doing today while I'm rotating the tires in in the process. But yeah, the secret is one of my tires was raised letters out, and the other one were not the whole time since I owned this truck and I put the lift on. So I'm glad none of you caught that, and now you guys are all gonna go and look for it in some of my videos. You're like, oh, you, like, yeah. I'm actually glad it hit the whole time. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, it just looks so much better with the raised lettering out. Some people won't even know that the raised lettering, it even has an option. But yeah, look at that raised lettering compared to I guess I don't even have one like that anymore because they're all flipped out. But just like this ridge grabber too, it has 2 options. Some people won't even notice they're on their truck that the tires could have 2 options. But you see this side, that sidewall compared to this sidewall, you could just see that this block here has a little slanted angle, and this block here is just flat. So it just got 2 options, 2 option sidewall, just like this. These tires are not directional and they're not asymmetrical. They're symmetrical tires. They just have 2 options for a sidewall. So that's what we're dealing with here. We're just putting all the raised lettering out. So not only me, but my buddy who's buying the wheels and tires will have a set that's sitting right. So that, and we're gonna rebalance 3 of them because the other one is we didn't touch it, we didn't take it off the wheel, so we should be good. I mean, we could rebalance it, but the tires roll smooth as they are, so we're fine. Some people rotate and balance every time, but I'm just rotating today. I wouldn't balance them if I didn't want to flip the sidewalls out. So a common thing I see when people get tires rebalanced is they don't scrape the old weights off. Start fresh, scrape all your weights off, start fresh, and add the weights as the machine wants that time. As you drive your tires, I mean, you change, the tires change, the tread depths change, how their shape changes. So you want to start fresh every time. And if you go and get your tires rebalanced and you see the weights just added on to where the factories were, walk right back in the front door and say, hey, you guys didn't scrape the weights off. Don't tell them. Don't let them tell you anything else. Just tell them you want them rebalanced, fresh weights. So just to do that, you're gonna bring your thing, select exactly where you want the weight. That's gonna put us in a static balance. You never want to spoke balance as well. If you come back and you see your wheels balanced with weights behind the spoke, that's just the machine guessing that, well, if it needs 3 ounces here, it'll put 1.5 here and 1.5 here and it might work. which isn't a true balance. You don't want that. Even though it looks better, you do not want that. Another reason why I like Toyos, look at how smooth they roll. Some of the cheaper tires, you'll see they'll be on the balancer wobbling, and you don't want that. Another thing I see forgotten often, and when people get their stuff mailed to them and there's weights at the bottom of their pallet, I can tell you right now, they use no adhesion promoter. Man, these sticky weights aren't, they're strong, but they're not that strong, especially if you mount them to dirt or a non-clean surface, even brand new wheels. Adhesion promoter, right where the laser is. Look at all that dirt that came off. This is not gonna harm your wheel, just don't dump pounds of this stuff on your wheel. You don't want that. How you know it's a good wheel and tire is when it takes one spin of the balancer to balance. You'll have, if your machine isn't calibrated or you have a wheel or tire that's kind of out of round, it's going to do something that's going to start chasing weights. Not saying, like, I've had good wheels and good tires that do chase weights. That means one of them is kind of it still will probably roll just fine, but some of the more premium tires and the premium wheels, you should get a one spin balance and it'll be fine. Not gonna waste your time doing the other two, and then we'll get these on the truck, get the wheels torqued down, and we'll get her out of here. Hit all the lugs real quick on all the wheels. I'm gonna put these center caps back on. These are simple snap-ins. Now this is something everybody considers buying, however does not. You see that? That one wasn't fully tight. Another one. And another one. Like I said, guys, look at that. 3 or 4 of those lug nuts were not technically to spec. Not saying the other ones won't hold the wheel on, but you always want, obviously you want all of the lug nuts tightened as they should. So torque wrenches, you need one, yes. It sucks up front to buy the $100 tool or $100, $300, whatever you're buying, but it is necessary. All right, and there we have it. Wheels and tires back on, torqued, rotated, and race sidewalls are out. Was quite the project, but I'm just happy it's done and taken care of. That's awesome. Most people are gonna ask, well, how often do you rotate tires, mud tires, on a truck that is just driven on the street? The answer is 5,000 miles. I'm just about to hit 5,000 miles on this wheel and tire setup, and I decided to take care of it today because I had the time. And over the next few weeks heading into the new year, I'm gonna be driving a lot, so I decided to take care of that now. A lot of people say, oh, I rotate my tires with my oil changes. That's great if you have like an older car. Those trucks, those are 5,000 mile intervals for oil changes. This truck has a 15,000 mile oil change interval. That's 3 times as much as a 5,000 mile tire rotation. Whether you have a car, truck, SUV, whatever, you want to stick to the 5,000 mile tire rotation, whether it's an oil change or not. I'm probably gonna change the oil on this thing in, it's almost at 10,000 miles, so I'm probably gonna change it at 10. Especially with tires this expensive, you don't want them to wear down uneven. You don't want them to wear funny. You don't want them to ride funny. You don't want them to wear down quicker than they need to. What'll happen is if you keep continuously turning these up front, which are now in the back, but if you continuously turn these and those stay straight, these will wear down a lot faster. Just keep them rotated 5,000 miles. If I didn't have to flip the sidewalls, this would have been less than a half-hour job. It would have been maybe 10 minutes, especially with if you have a lift. If not, 2 jacks, some jack stands. It's simple, and you can get it done real quick, and it's easy, and you're saving yourself a bunch of money. You're extending the life of your tires, and you know, we all know that these tires are hardly ever going to see off-road or full mud pits, so they're not exactly designed for road use, but because we use them on the road, take precautions to keep them in good condition. As you can see, these things still have almost full meat on them since I bought them, and we've gone 5,000 miles on them, so that's a quick wear update on these Toyo MTs. But yeah, 5,000 miles first tire rotation, and they're still pretty much brand new. Come on, guy, you drive a Ridgeline, let me through. I'm trying to turn. That ain't a real truck. Let's go. I gotta wait till the green light to move. This is my ridge line, I'm so big. Alright guys, now we're gonna make some steps. However, if you go to Home Depot, they sell like the step jig already made, and that's like 12 bucks for that. Or you could buy this huge, I believe this is a 10-foot and 12-inch wide board for about 11 bucks. So you're saving $1 and you're getting so much more wood. But if you go over to the jig section and put it on here, you can trace it, and there it is. So now you have steps. All you have to do is cut it out and then repeat the process 2 sides, and then your other board is to complete the steps for a lot less money. So pretty much use what's already there and then get a piece of wood, and now you can make the steps and save some money. And I have a matching step jig from Home Depot. You didn't pay $12 for a single piece. Heck yeah. This.
Well, ideally, you just fucking drill this shit in there.
Yeah, we're gonna drill that there underneath. I think that's fine. Okay, so with a little more geometry, we added other extra pieces and made this awesome triangle looking thing. And a little extra here, don't worry about that, but now we have a flat edge on the bottom. And flip her over. Bam. Don't worry about the wobbliness. Now we can at least use 3 steps. That's what I said. Okay, put those there. And wow, is that nice?
That's for you, Kelsey.
Yeah, that's right. Coming here soon. We're gonna have the electric wood steps installed. Tell me how you like it.
Oh, that's like perfect, actually.
I know.
Oh shoot, I didn't do that. What's up, guys? How you doing? Like, oh shoot. Oh yeah, just got on this truck, no problem. You know, steps.
Now hop on in. Mm-hmm.
Full clearance and everything. Look at that.
That's right.